Hey friends, it's time for a walk and talk with Doc. Dr. Rourke. If you don't know me, I'm the essential oil vet. And today I want to talk to you about mean people. Wow, there's a lot of mean people in this world. But there's a lot of really nice people too, like all of you. So fun story. Um, Tuesday, Tuesday night, I had a really awesome Tuesday night. Every Tuesday, I meet with my level two animal aromatherapy students and alumni every week, almost every week, throughout the whole year. And it is my favorite time. I absolutely have come to really love these men and women and other veterinarians and pet professionals and people who have stepped into animal aromatherapy um, and just want to learn more. Honestly, some people are just work on their own animals, and it's anyway. Level two is awesome, and we had so many amazing stories. So, level two on Tuesdays, we do a weekly meeting. We do training once a month, but we do a weekly meeting and we talk about difficult cases and um, what's going on, and it's really productive. It really helps a lot of people. So on Tuesday, sometimes we have really hard cases like palliative care type stuff. Those are super sad and hard. But this Tuesday, we just had testimony after testimony after testimony. We had one of my students who had a dog that was diagnosed with Lyme, and we came up with a good protocol for her. And 2 days after she started using it, the dog started walking. It wasn't walking because it couldn't, it was in too much pain. And we had that, and we had somebody who was on months and months and months, probably over a year's worth of medication um, for a condition, and went to her vet and came back that she was able to stop the medication. Anyways, there was just like story after story, probably like a dozen stories like that. And it was just really fun. I'm like, wow, we just have all positive, good news tonight. It's so awesome. I love to start our new year this way. And then it's like inevitable, right? So the next morning, Wednesday morning, I woke up and like the first email I got was a super, super mean email. And I will say I don't get too many of those. Um, Usually people that email me or that aren't kind, they're frustrated with a payment or they want um, free advice that I'm not able to give or something like that. But and they understand once we have like a little conversation via email. I'm always reasonable and I have boundaries and I'm always pretty respectful, but this email was so awful. It was talking about how horrible I was. It was swearing at me. I posted it in my stories on Wednesday, but it was, and I have to laugh a little. It hurt my feelings a little bit, right? I'm a very, very sensitive person. Um, but I was like, what is this person doing? And I had to think about it. And I'm like, this person had probably never heard of me before. And um, came across one of my freebies. So I was giving away a safety guide, and they clicked on it, entered their email information, got my free 17-page safety download. And then as soon as they got it, they emailed me and this really mean thing saying they wanted off my list and what a horrible person I was and all that stuff. So they took all these steps and they even formatted their email with italics and bold. Like they took some time to do this, and it made me think. I'm like, and of course they were like, "I'm gonna unsubscribe immediately." And so I forwarded it to my person to make sure that they were unsubscribed because that's what they wanted, and they were. They had done that correctly. But I'm like, why would someone do that? Like, why would someone just opt into someone's free gift to just so they could send them a really mean email? I'm like, what kind of person is this? Okay, just so you guys know, there's real people on the other side of the screen. And I just want to encourage you. Yes, this does happen to me occasionally. I'm in a field of kind of a newer field, or one that a lot of people have a lot of really strong opinions about for whatever reason. Um, but honestly, I've been doing this for over a decade, and pretty sure if I was hurting animals by recommending what I was recommending, I would have been canceled a long time ago. But and we certainly wouldn't have these incredible testimonies from my advanced students about these animals that would unable to walk, that are able to walk after 2 days. Guys, like, I am not going to stop what I'm doing just because of some hater. Um, and I have learned to become a little more resilient at that. You know, when I first read it, I was like, I'm going to email them back and explain myself and why this isn't true, and like defend myself. That's always kind of my first instinct, is I'm like, well, that's not true. I need to tell them the truth. But that's actually not what I do anymore. I just deleted it, made sure that they got what they wanted, which is to get off my list and my email list, and move on with my life. But then I was like, you know what? I bet there's other people who are kind of scared to put themselves out there a little bit because they're maybe afraid of something negative like this happening. And I want to encourage you that if you're not stepping on a couple of toes, and not in a bad way, just like challenging the norm, um, then maybe you should really look at what you're doing, okay? And making sure, and I love to be a little bit controversial, but I try to be very factual and truthful, and everything that I say is based on experience and science. And so I don't want you guys to just be controversial for the sake of controversy, but it's fun to like find something new and tell people about it, and they're like, minds are blown because they've never heard it before. You know what I mean? So that's what the kind of stuff I'm talking about. But let's keep it positive. Let's keep our interactions online cordial. If you wouldn't say it in person, in real life, maybe don't say it on email, um, or via a comment on a social media post or something like that. But I want to spread more love and kindness. And I debated even sharing about this because it was kind of, it's kind of harsh. But I want you guys to know that if someone's a little bit mean to you, it's probably not about you. It's probably more about them. And that's okay. We can bless and release their situation. And, you know, I pray that they get whatever it is that they need in life. And we're going to just keep on doing what we're doing because we're helping a lot of people and a lot of animals. So there you go. There's my little walk and talk about mean people. And I know none of you are mean. So thank you for following me. Give me some love in the comments to help boost my self confidence um, after that. But I just love you guys so much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.